Queens looks to rebound after its first loss of the season. Next opponent on Saturday is the Anderson Trojans down in South Carolina. And Coach Bart Lundy is here with us. Coach, 16-1 despite the loss the other day. It's still the top record in the Southeast region, the top record in the conference by a couple of games. I'd imagine you still have to be pretty happy with how you've started this season. How would you assess the placement of your team so far?
Oh yeah, it's 16-1. It's hard to complain about that. We lost the game, and we need to keep it in perspective. And we didn't play well, and we didn't play like we usually play. But there's lessons to be learned, and we'll mourn it and move on from it.
And Anderson comes up here on Saturday as we start the second run through the conference schedule. Game number 12 of 22 total in conference play. For your team so far here, how do you feel they're handling the loss from the day-to-day, the practice of it so far? You've had one practice since the Wingate game. It's obviously been a while, including open door and closed door exhibitions, since there has been a loss around here.
Yeah, they handled it well. We had a long film session. We needed to dig into why we lost, and not just the emotions of the loss, and we did that. The numbers, the film, everything that goes into that. Sometimes when you win a bunch of games in a row, little cracks start to open up. You assume things that you shouldn't assume, and how you play, and that loss can refocus you. So it was good yesterday. I had a really productive day, both off the court and on the court. We will continue to move. We finished the first 11 games of the conference season at 10-1. It's a little misleading because we had 7 home games and 4 roads. Now we flip that and go 4 home and 7 roads. So we got our work cut out for us.
It doesn't get any easier. So Anderson here on Saturday is a team that you played back at the beginning of the conference season. A double-digit victory seemed rather easy on your home floor, but as we've learned on Wednesday night, nothing's easy in this conference. What did you learn from the first time around versus Anderson?
Well, they're going to spread you out. They're going to drive you. They've got a bona fide star in Randall Shaw. They got a big boy inside with Carlos Dotson. We have our post-game notes. We got up big, had a really good spurt in the first half, but they came back and they fought, and they're very extremely well coached, and they'll come out and they'll fight.
And Anderson, amongst places to play in the conference, isn't necessarily the easiest. They do draw a decent amount of fans for some of their bigger games, and you being one of them, obviously, as the third-ranked team in the country. You mentioned Randall Shaw. He leads the conference in scoring, about 21 points per game. He's a good player. You seemed to bottle him up enough last time around. How do you stop him this time around as well?
Well, it'll be a similar game plan. We like we do with anybody that's the big scorer. You want to limit opportunity, and then study and try to take away their strengths. He's good enough that he's hard to bottle up. Mm-hmm. So just the fact that we did it the first time doesn't mean we're going to be able to do it again. So that'll be our focus. They really can come at you from some different angles, even off the bench. So a focus on Randall Shaw, but knowing that they've got other players that can beat you.
All right, well, it's Queens and Anderson on Saturday from South Carolina. We'll have the play-by-play coverage for you on queensathletics.com/Royals Live. Coach, thanks for the time.
Thanks, Phil.